that's like especially like why I'm like, and especially like being somebody who was like against payments and stuff. I used to do like when people explain to me, they're like, "Oh, it's $30 a month for this or that." I used to be able to do the mental, and I still do that now.
Yeah.
Like anytime I'm like looking into buying something.
That's $360 a year.
Yeah, I'll be like, wait a minute. And I'm like, how much did you say that was? Oh, they said it's like 10 cents a day, and I'm like, oh, okay, but it's this, and then, well, wait, it's the extra fee for that, isn't it? And I'm like, so you're paying like $400 a year, right? And they're like, I never thought of it like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's
yeah. 10 cents a day adds up quick, doesn't it? That's literally how that works.
Yeah. Plus the $20 fee and then $100 credit, and then oh wow.
There it goes.
Well, you get back, you get back.
Yeah, shut up. They're already in, buddy. They're in the mainframe now.
Yeah, this is right. Give me your cards.
We're gonna call your bank. Sweetie.
Yeah, we'll call your bank. You're gonna stop paying off all of it, right?
It's terrible.
It's fucking crazy. And I think a lot of people now, like I used to work with people at Target who their whole thing was, they were like leads too. They said, okay, me and my wife just got married. We're now doing remote work. We make, 3/4 of what we did before. Because they switched, instead of being like lead at Target, they go, okay, now I make art online and sell it.
Yeah.
And my wife does coding or whatever. They can, something. And what we're going to do is for the next 5 years, 3 to 5 years, we're going to build a bus. And we're going to live in this bus and we're going to travel to the U.S. doing that because we want to do that. Huh. And that's going to be, they're like, late 30s.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to do that until we're probably like 50 or 60. And then at that point, we'll see where we're at. If we want to keep doing that, great. If not, we'll figure it the fuck out.
I like that.
That's an amazing idea. I love the fucking idea.
Yeah, that's all the couple got married, and instead of having a wedding, they took all their wedding funds and had 4 honeymoons.
Fuck. I love that. That'd be fucking great.
Why need a wedding?
Yeah.
I don't know. Weddings are cool. I respect people who have weddings,
yeah.
but I don't need to get 300 people together.
Yeah, no, I would have
just 50 people at most.
Maybe like 50 people.
Because you gotta think of family who's all gonna want to come, and then the friends. But they had 4 people. It was just them and their best friends both got married, and then they just went on They went on separate trips, but they went on 4 honeymoons each. I was like, that's so smart.
Great.
Like, that's so awesome. That's $30K, that you spend weddings are like one of the most expensive things that are just throwing money away.
And some of it, like photography, I get, because you gotta hire like 5
Oh, you want to capture your moment. If that's
and they gotta all come out trained. I get why that's expensive.
Yeah, the videography and the photography on my sister's weddings were awesome. Yeah. Like, they did amazing work. But we had an open liquor bar.
Yeah.
I was like, how much? I don't even want to know. Don't tell me, because that's ridiculous. Yeah. That is just crazy.
Food and shit. Like, I remember thinking about it. I watched, it was like the Jersey Shore wedding. And they had this and that and a special little sandwich dinner plate thing and just fucking honey roasted chicken. And I'm like, I want a chicken parm sandwich. I'm like, what is this? My mom's like, you'd have like a chicken parm sandwich at your wedding? I was like, yeah, I'd have a chicken. Like, it's food I fucking want.
It's my wedding.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for honey oat chicken.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking
I don't want honey oat chicken, man. Like, what?
They're like, oh,
I eat like a 5-year-old, okay?
Yeah,
You don't understand this.
Right. I'm like, fuck you.
Subway.
Yeah,
if they're still around by then, because they're
around.
hardcore failing right now.
Oh, they really?
They have like 100 times the locations at Chick-fil-A, and they're the lowest earning fast food joint right now.
They're the biggest. I remember seeing they're the biggest by branch fucking place in the world.
Yep. If you combined all of them together, yeah.
And then
think about it. Back when we were still in high school, there was the one right on the corner, right outside the school, and then there was the one right down Bryan Dairy.
Yeah.
Literally 5 minutes away. I was like, how are they making money? But
so much.
Everybody used to love Subway.
They said there's the most
thing.
And it's the easiest, it's the lowest overhead thing to do.
Mm-hmm. There's barely any cost. It's like $30,000, I think, total for a Subway, which is, for franchises, that's crazy.
It's fucking ridiculous. And you could put one in a gas station, like it doesn't need space.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And it's got its own advertising. I mean, it works for itself.
Fuck that, yeah.
I would never want to open a Subway.
Oh, no. I went to deliver from one the other day, and this is something I noticed a lot with a lot of restaurants. You either you're missing one, if not a combination of demand, employees, or resources now. Because of everything. So, like, McDonald's before, I go to do Uber Eats for McDonald's, they say, we're closed. We had to close 3 hours early. Nobody showed up.
Yep, everyone's just gone.
I'm literally the only person here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Subway I went, there was a person there, there was a lot of people who showed up to pick up Uber orders. But when we all got there, the girl goes, yeah, I tried to call Uber, they wouldn't let, she goes, I'm out of bread.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. And then there's like other places that, like restaurants, you have, say, mom and pop shop. There was like a little Chinese restaurant, like on, I want to say it was Central or First over downtown.
Downtown.
Near downtown St. Pete. Little mom and pop Chinese place. They came in. I mean, it looked like they had boxes of shit. They had fucking 7 employees there. It was me,
nobody
and
in there,
maybe one other person going in and getting food because they were open late.
And I think a crucial mistake for a lot of small businesses. I'm new to the small business area, but I mean, almost 2 years now that I've been in it. They shortened hours.
Yeah.
And it was probably because they didn't have help, and these places are you need more people to run the store, but that's crucial. Your hours being shortened is crucial.
You're losing.
Even if I'm open till 6 on weekdays, if from 5 to 6 I make $100, that's $100 a day. $100. That stacks. In 30 days, that's $3,000.
Yeah.
Like that's even just $100. I mean, imagine I'm a small scale, so like $100 means a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, even for a restaurant, you get 5 people in the restaurant. That's a lot of money. That
could be, yeah.
It could be game changing for you.
I remember
that could be your rent. Let's just say that's your rent. I mean, that's just your rent. That's your rent though. That's amazing. So, closing early is tough. It's a tough concept for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it killed a lot of people.
No, I think
for COVID, it killed a lot of people.
I remember for us, we were closed on Sundays, and
that's a whole day of revenue.
Yeah.
Which I get it though, because of why you guys did it. Because it's family time.
And then between that and I remember like Dad had talked to his business partner at the time, and we also liked seeing the shopping center.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be there on Sundays, not a single person would come near that shopping center.
Yeah.
It's just like, so it cost us, at least at that point, it would cost us more.
Operating costs cost more. Yeah.
But now, like the pandemic, a lot of places, like we were talking about, of course, there's always a what if situation. Well, what if we were still open during the pandemic? Mm-hmm. Mom and Dad are like, well, unfortunately, we'd have to get rid of everybody.
Yeah.
And then we have to switch only chips to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, and then you lower your overhead and this, but then a lot of places are like, okay, cool, we don't have enough employees to run anything. Mm-hmm. It's just like, fuck, now I gotta close.
Yeah.
I know a lot of small mom and pop places.
It was like, employees was the big deal, yeah.
I have, my place is a fucking chicken restaurant. I'm out of chicken.
There's no chicken.
Fuck,
there's a chicken shortage.
Yeah. Now there's a shortage on everything.
There's a shortage on cups. I can't get cups. I have to like scour for cups. It's like I get email notifications for when cups are in stock.
That's fucking crazy.
Stupid. But I mean, I get them.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine someone doing triple the business. It means you're trying to get cups. Like Starbucks. What is Starbucks doing? How are they getting cups right now?
Yeah.
I don't get it because there's all the ships are like backed up in China. That's where all the cups are.
A lot of places, I know Walmart and Target now, they said they're paying up to 10 times the price of when they now all have their own freight lines.
Yeah.
Before they would just pay to take like spots on it. Now they bought their own ships, sent out their own ships, paying 10 times the price to get the products.
Just to have it.
Just to have it and then wait in the port for a week. But they know if they don't do that,
they're not going to have anything.
They're not going to, one, have anything, or two, they got to wait the whole time.
Yeah. Which isn't, for that kind of business, you can't.
Which is
availability is, you have to have it.
They're just like, okay, if we don't have PlayStations at Christmas.
Which they didn't last year. So. But
that
wasn't a shipment problem. That was a scalper problem, too.
That too, yeah.
There was the dude I knew here locally who had 80 PS5s and 80 Xbox Series X. 80 a piece. Imagine if there's 10 guys doing that. That's 800 Xboxes in this area. That's gone. That's stock. That's inventory right there.
That's why we stopped Pokemon cards.
Yep.
And like I think there's.
I managed to get some Pokemon Oreos.
Did you really?
Yeah. I might just sell the packs because they're selling for 5 times what I paid for them.
That's what fucking the Pokemon cards. And then it's like there's some things like I remember we were talking about this before we started. It was like if you go out and buy something, like I do all the Goodwill shit. If I went out and I buy a fucking beer stein.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about buying the beer stein because that's sat there for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck. Like, that's not going to take food off of somebody's plate.
Yeah, someone got shot over Pokemon cards.
Yeah, somebody got shot over Pokemon cards. There's like kids in the line. I've watched fucking adults almost throw kids to the floor to get Pokemon cards so they can make $100.
Because kids want to have fun and open Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, let the kids have the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I was like, at that point, like, I get you want to make money, I understand.
Yeah, money is...
To the level it is, it's just like, that's not... You all want to wait in line for an hour and I'll go buy Pokemon cards? Have at it.
Yeah.
But when it gets physical, when it gets to the point like the dude...
You got morality and your money can't cross. Like the first 2 months I was open at my second location, I didn't make a penny, but I made sure my employees were paid.
Yeah.
You can't let those lines cross. Those kind of things you have to, and especially in a business owner standpoint, you have to take care of everyone else before you take care of yourself, for the most part.
Yeah, no.
Don't let yourself die, obviously, but like, you have to be ready for those kind of things. Yeah. And you shouldn't be trampling kids for Pokemon cards. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know.
Like you can make more.
Crazy to me.
For like doing like, and I get like even things like garage sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like doing, I get that completely because somebody's just like, I've had this shit sitting here for 7 years. I want the fucking.
I want $20.
Yeah.
For $20 for a PlayStation 3. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like
you could sell it for 50. Have at you.
Go for it.
I generally could not give a flying.
I don't want to do the work.
Yeah,
that's fine. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. I completely like somebody who was like, okay, cool. They had a thing. We was a friend that we know. He was like, he went to go to on a garage sale, and they're like, yeah, this is all my dad's old stuff. He has Snap-on tools. I get they're worth money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit here and sell them. My dad just died.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I just want to get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna make maybe $100, but then I have to bring all this along with the other shit that he has back to the house.
Through a time where I don't want to do that.
Yeah, during a time that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the $50 and pay for funeral expenses and sell it for $200.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, cool. And then he could either use it, or I think he used them for like 6 months and then sold them for $200.
Yep.
So he got the use out of it and then sold it, made the money.
Yep.
And like, you know, that is what it is. Like you said, physically, you can't let those lines cross.
You gotta tread careful because that goes back to relationships too. You make these decisions, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Integrity is huge. You do something wrong, eventually someone's gonna find out.
Yeah.
And it's gonna bite you hard.
Or even just like the
Karma. Karma's a thing.
That rubber band, I watched the video, and I don't like the wording he used, so it was the Jordan Peterson. He was saying about twisting the fabrics of reality. I think that's a good, I don't know if it applies to like that. You're pulling the rubber band.
Yep.
You're like, oh cool, I'm getting extra slack on my rubber band. Oh, I'm going to fuck this guy over. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually that rubber band now is going to go, that's going to snap back
Yep.
on you. Oh fuck, why'd that happen for? I'm a good person. You just fucked over 9 people. You know?
Yeah, you're not a good person.
Yeah. Well, like my grandfather said, my dad used to tell me, he's just like, remember who you fuck on the way up because you're going to meet him back on the way up.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
It's just like you can't, you know. It was a thing, and like I had an Amazon store for some of the shirts that I'm selling for it. And I was just like, oh cool, you know, I'm offering free returns and stuff because it's convenient and easy for the customer. And I could do that, you know. I may lose a little money in the short term, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
One guy bought a sweatshirt, I didn't like it, I went to send it back, and they wanted to charge me for shipping. I was just like, see now me as a customer, like I get, you know, maybe you have the shipping price or whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But now me as a customer, I know if I try something and it's damaged or I don't like it,
I have to pay you to take it back. To
yeah,
get my money
now
back.
it's for like the thing was like $15, so I'm paying $5 for shipping.
You're getting $10 back.
Yeah, I'm getting $10 back minus taxes and fees. And should I make what, $8 back?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that?
Half your money almost.
Now I don't want to do business with you anymore because I'm getting like I get maybe you have to do it. I'm sorry if you do.
Yeah.
But now I know I don't want to do because I can't.
Even
try on
yeah,
the thing.
like even if someone drops a drink on their own accord,
yeah,
I give them a new one.
Yeah.
I lose whatever
Just
amount of
pizzas.
money. Whatever.
Yeah.
That customer's gonna come back. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Big restaurant owner. Was it Gary Vee? Gary Vee was a restaurant guy, right? For a long time. He owned a restaurant. Wine guy.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Gary Vee, but he's someone who it takes 3 times to get a recurring customer.
Oh, he was with Gary Vee. Oh fuck.
He was a big restaurant Village Inn guy, wasn't it? Was it the Village Inn owner?
No, it was John Taffer, the dude who does the restaurant restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
John,
like.
I think his name's John Taffer.
He was like, you give them one good experience, they're 50% chance to come back. The second time you give them a good experience,
free steak and
they're more likely to come back, and then the third time they're gonna come back. If you give them a third good experience, they're gonna come back 100% of the time. You have a regular at that point.
Yeah, because it's worth it.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do at Target, and everybody was just like, oh, it's against our policy. I can't believe we do that. And that's something that coming from that experience I kind of talked to them about. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it is against the policy, but it's worth giving them like the, you know, I mean, if it's a video game, normal people can't do that. Target generally, major corporations generally could not give a flying fuck if $60 went out that door.
No, if they get a customer who's going to come back.
If they get a customer who said, listen, I tried this, I generally don't enjoy it. I now, because then when you get a no, they're going to remember that no.
They're never going to go back.
Yes.
100% never going to go back.
Like if I had to do business with somebody and I couldn't return something, I'm like, oh wait, it's from that company? Oh, I'm not 100% sure on my size. I have a pretty solid foundation on it. But I'm not, I gained a little weight. I'm not sure if I want a large or an extra large. Let me not buy from them.
Yeah.
Let me buy from someone that if it is the wrong size,
I can bring it back and I can good. Yeah.
It's not like a custom made special muffin.
Yeah, if you have a negative experience somewhere, I guarantee you're going to go tell people too.
100%. And especially now with reviews.
Yep. It's hard you get a good review. People don't talk when they get good experiences as much as they're more likely to share a negative 100% of the time.
I'll go out of my way. I had to return a movie ticket.
Yeah.
And I returned it, and then the guy was great. They just were very nice to me.
Super easy.
I made sure I did a review. I made sure I gave them feedback. I told them, like, you guys rock. I used their names with more, you're great, Amber, whatever the fuck your name is. You did a really good job. Thank you.
Thank you for making this easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The manager was there. I'm like, thank you. They're great. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It took, what, 10 seconds?
Yep.
But a lot of people don't do that. They'll just only be
Negative.
negative.
Yep.
And it sucks.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
We have, what is it? What do you think, I have a little questions I want to make sure I asked you.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll be now from a year from now? Like, I remember you said it's going to be a year.
Where do I think I'll be?
What do you think you'll be? Like, professionally with everything, what do you just think?
I think my shop will be autonomous by then.
Yeah.
If I don't have another shop by then, I'll be doing something else.
Right.
Whatever it is. My avenues are kind of open. Because I'm so drilled in right now on the shop, my brain is on that. Like, I'm not thinking about, too far in advance, because I want to get this to the point where I don't have to. Because then once that's free, I'm out of that chain. Not a chain, but you know what I'm saying? Not in a negative way, but once I'm free from that, then I can focus on something else.
Yeah.
Or focus on making another one,
Yeah.
But, yeah, for now, I think getting the shop to be autonomous is my biggest thing. And if I think in a year from now, it can definitely be there. Easily.
I definitely could see that too.
Yeah, because it already is partially, I just wouldn't make anything.
Yeah. Which would be the top,
Which
'cause you have
sucks.
that extra person. Yeah.
And I like being there, and my customers like seeing me. So,
Yeah.
like, there's people who won't come in unless I'm there, which is just how it is.
Yeah.
In family businesses,
That's
I'm
very
sure
true.
with the restaurant, it's the same way. Like, if someone didn't see
you're not
Joe
there?
or didn't see, yeah, I'm out.
We only come on Friday because, like Mom was the host. We only come on Friday to see Barney.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's whatever. You deal with that kind of thing. But
They talked about that in I think it was the book, The 10 Pillars of Wealth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's free on Kindle. I read it recently. They said one of the things, and there's some things I think you got to apply it, because a lot of it seems a little like, I really like the book, but also part of it was like, just go out and make money, yeah. Like a little Wolf of Wall Street speech-ish.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you're going to do it, you
get your adrenaline pumping and your endorphins going. Yeah.
And I think if you apply the pillars correctly,
Right.
I think definitely, and I think that's what he was going for, but I think you can't just look at it face value, it is what it is.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But then part of that, they were saying that, like, you have to get rid of the conventional mindset of time is money.
Yeah.
Time is not money. You need to separate your time from your money.
Mm-hmm.
There are people out there who can make a logo in 10 minutes. Like Nike swoosh, let's just say, to design something like that now, you get paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Took you 20 minutes to do.
Mm-hmm.
Website builders, like the one guy, he does SEO. He goes, it takes me an hour to do a website's SEO. They pay me thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars.
For one website.
Yeah, but it's not
For an hour.
Yeah, I don't get paid for the hours I do the work. I get paid from one, my knowledge, and then two, the experience I had. Maybe it took me 10,000 hours to get that knowledge.
Well, it was Bruce Lee that said, I'm not scared of the guy who's practiced 10,000 moves. I'm scared of the guy who's practiced one move 10,000 times. Because if you get so good at something to where you can do it so fast, like I was saying earlier, when you do something over and over and over, you get so good at it, you're gonna turn heads and you're gonna get these big deals. And I think
you become
it's
proficient.
just and then you know, if you're one of the best photographers in the world, you know how to take a picture.
Yeah.
You don't even have to. It's you get so good at something, it's hard to explain it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what they said was tough with Kobe and all of them, and that's why they said another thing they were talking about was mentors.
Yeah.
They said find mentors who are a year to 2 years ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to talk to the person who's
10 years ahead of you.
Like Bill Gates.
But they're so ahead of you that you're not going to understand what they're saying.
Because they said like doing basketball. It's great to talk to a low-level NBA player versus Kobe as far as an on-demand mentor. Of course, you want to talk to Kobe any chance you get.
Yeah.
But it's just that as a consistent mentor, and maybe not him specifically, but a big player like him, because he's already mastered the basics.
Right.
Now all that little things.
Like for me, I wouldn't talk to someone who's, has 70 clubs running beneath them.
Yeah.
I would talk to someone who maybe has a very successful club or someone who's running 2 or 3 locations who's doing it successfully with.
At least now. Yeah.
Right now. But then when I become him, I'll find someone else that's higher up.
Exactly.
But if I talk to someone who runs 100 clubs, his scope and what he's focused on is going to be so out of reach from what I'm trying to focus on that it's not going to work.
It's going to be like, let's, scaling this, that.
Yeah.
You'll need
Here's my inventory spreadsheet of almost 17,000 of my... Like, I don't need that.
It's gonna be like,
I will in the future, but I don't need it now, and I'm going to forget it by the time that I need it.
Because they mastered the basics, and then the levels that they reached so well.
They do it autonomously.
Yeah. Like they said with the same thing.
Or they don't have to do it anymore because they have someone they train to do
else,
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's another thing they were saying with that was like, if you do, say you do baseball, and you train with, Derek Jeter, he's not going to say, hey, let's sit here and practice
Your basic swing.
Your basic swing.
Yeah. He's going to be ready for you to, here's this and this, here's how I hold my elbow at this exact angle, and here's where I focus,
The direction of the wind with this.
You can tell when the ball has a certain cork on it that it's going to curve. You're not going to understand any of that because you've never played baseball in your life.
I never picked up a bat. I was like, what the fuck, And they said the same thing with then, like, any job that's not super essential, like, once you get to a point, like, especially small business, the first couple of years. First couple of years, I think they said 3 years, most businesses don't make a profit. After 3 years, technically, they should.
Yeah.
That's like the standard, but it's all different. And they said, and then anything that's not essential needs to be delegated.
Yep.
That's what I think, and especially with the restaurant was a tough thing to do. And it's tough because, like you said, nobody...
With family businesses, people want to see you.
Because they want to see you, and then nobody's going to run the business like you, so it's sometimes hard to give up that control.
Yeah, you got to find somebody who's almost like... who cares enough to where they're going to give the customer that experience.
Who will do their job well and aligns with your value.
Right. And they have, one of the biggest things for me is finding people who can just communicate.
Yeah. That's a
not even on like a deep level, just like, hey, how you doing? Like, how's your day going? How are the kids? How are they? Start remembering people's names. And it's tough. People just aren't good at it. People, they don't have the skill set, they've never done it. Never work customer service. Once you work customer service for a couple of years, you've got it. Majority of the time. And you start seeing the same people, it just becomes naturally. I'm friends with a lot of my customers.
Yeah.
I'm just friends with them in general. We're just cool. Like, hey, I talk to them like I talk to everyone else. Of course, in the beginning, it's not always like that. But once I get to know them, it's like, hey, how the kids doing? Like, how was your vacation? Like, I'll remember my customers' vacations and stuff. Like, it's awesome. I love it.
I used to have customers that follow on Facebook. That's just like, oh, the dad passed away. So
yeah, it's like,
hey,
checking up on you. How's everything been? Like,
It's fucking crazy. Like, as I said, that's one of the things that I remember Warren Buffett said. He's like, anything that you can do to want to invest in yourself, he said, too specifically better than any course you could do, anything, is communication. Because if you could have an idea, you could communicate that to people, and then you could also take what people are saying, internalize it, realize, learn from it. If you could open up that two-way street as best as possible, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can say, I have this wonderful idea. Here's how I'm planning on executing it.
Yep.
Somebody else can do that. Or then somebody comes back and says, hey, and they could effectively, or you could understand them at least, here's where you have a roadblock.
Yep.
You could go, I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I now can work with you directly, and we can remove this roadblock.
Yep. 100%. I took a course called Landmark. Big communication. Yeah, big communication course. I took that when I was 17. I need to take it again soon, coming up here. Got to refresh. But it's all about communication.
Yeah.
And how you just, people nowadays especially, everyone, there's not a person, they just take things personally. Someone will say something to you, and you just take it to heart. You got to stop doing that. Stop. Just don't.
Yeah.
People will say the nastiest things to me. I'm just like, they're going to say it.
Yeah.
It hurts a little bit, don't get me wrong, but like, criticism, always take it.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt. If someone criticizes you and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Whatever. At least like, even if they're being negative, they're trying to help.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, for real.
And I always listen to people. Like, if someone tells me something, I'm like, I really will take into consideration what you're saying. I'm not going to take it personally. I have this, my FedEx driver is the funniest guy. He's like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, dude, you never have to ask me that question.
Yeah.
Stop asking that question. Every time he asks me something, he's like, can I ask you a question? This may seem a little personal, but... And he'll ask me, because when I had surgery, I gained like 15, 20 pounds just because I'm out of the gym, and it sucks. And it's like, you messes your whole loop up. I preach nutrition, so I got to stick to it. But like, he was like, you've been gaining weight, man. What's going on? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I didn't take that like, you're fatso, you're being blah, blah. He was really looking out for me. He's a FedEx guy. He's looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people aren't there. You got to just, don't let things rip right into you.
Yeah.
People will walk all over you if you do that. You just can't do that. You have to not take. That was a big part of the course. Like, I can't spoil it because it's a whole experience. But that was a big part. It's like, don't take things personally.
That's like I did a video on it, and it's something I actually confirmed because I'm almost done with how to win friends and influence people.
Yeah.
I read, and then that's something that I think that won me my interview at Target. Because something I learned at the restaurant, and then something I learned at Target, and then especially now confirmed in that book is people just want to be heard. People come and they say, hey, especially when it's a negative thing or like a customer, especially now in the days of just nobody listens to anything. It's just somebody comes over and says, here's something I'm extraordinarily angry about. When you say, oh, okay, I get that. Talk to me about it. Let's see how we can fix this.
Yeah.
That immediately everybody's defenses drop.
Yep, they're like, wait,
fuck, you're listening to me.
You're actually hearing me. I've met a lot of people who will listen, but as soon as they hear one word, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah.
So I'll be in the middle of a sentence, boom, gone. Yeah. They're already on something. They're already on a tangent talking about something. I'm like, you didn't hear my whole point out. Yeah. You're not listening. Like, please, like, Just listen to me. Hear me out before you start talking. And it's hard to get genuine conversations, and I try to do that the best I can with the time I have with the people I see. You got to put the time into people.
Yeah,
and really, people love you. Right? People love being listened to. That from experience, I learned that. I didn't even know it was in a book, but I'm not surprised it is in a book. It's probably in a bunch of books.
It's one of those things you learn. Yeah.
You just learn it. You learn that people. I mean, I'll get into deep conversations with people randomly.
Yeah.
If someone I just met, like within 10 minutes of talking, I'm like, we get on a subject and we're just talking about something deep, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, people are so interesting too. Like, don't count anybody out. There's some really interesting. You never know what someone walking next to you could be going through. It's crazy. And people walk with such high shoulders who have gone through the most. It's the craziest thing, man. Yeah.
We had a guy who, Brian, you mentioned that, there was a guy who, at Target, he had just listened to his problem, and when he just started talking about, like, his life, he was, like, friends with Evel Knievel. Fuck, cool, this guy was telling me all these stories of this famous daredevil. And then we had this one dude, we knew a real estate agent back at the restaurant, and we talked to him, and there was this older gentleman who came in with him, we were talking to him, and, you get in a conversation, Dad's talking to him, he goes, yeah, my little son really likes hockey, blah, blah, blah. He goes, does he really? And he goes, yeah. He goes, oh, you guys probably know who I am then. I'm like, what? He goes, oh, I'm Ken Hodge. I'm the Hall of Famer. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking everything. He came in like once a week.
Yeah.
And then like the second
you probably
time he came,
never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
we
you
wouldn't
talk
know
to him.
unless we talked to him.
Yep.
It was like, unless you get to know people and genuinely find interest, you find out this crazy shit.
Definitely don't judge a book by its cover either.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
I met fucking all this. One dude used to work at the gas station, and one day I seen the lottery thing. And I was like, 800 million. Man, it's 800 million. He goes, yeah, people have been crazy. He said, yeah, I said, let's get to $1 billion. I said, I'm not going to play. I said, I like, putting money somewhere different. And I said, doing stuff. I said, it's just, not for me. I said, that's why I was leaving the car. I don't want to get into it and bore the guy. But it piqued his interest. He goes, yeah. He goes, if I had it, I'd do this. And I'd open up this kind of business. And I just invest this into a 401k and this. And the dude generally knew what he was talking about as far as investments. So every time I came in, gradually more and more, we'd be talking,
yeah.
And after a while, he's like, yeah, my 401k with FedEx and this. I used to work for FedEx, but then I switched over to UPS. And if I did this for my taxes, what do you think with this? And we just have this whole, like, financial conversation.
Right, and it just, like, tickles your brain the right way, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It feels great.
And he looks just like, just a typical dude.
Gas station worker,
Baseball hat, whatever, just regular T-shirts, just walking around. You wouldn't think the dude is this wealth of financial knowledge that he's like, he didn't go to school or nothing for it. He's just, I'm really taking interest. He's like, I put it in this, and I put it in an account, and I wouldn't be able to touch it. They just pay me out dividends of it, and I'm like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'd be talking about shit. He's like, oh, you're interested in this? I'm like, yeah, man, this.
100%, yeah.
Talking about like write-offs and shit. He's like, yeah, I would open up an LLC if I did that. I would have to do this. And I'm like, I heard this. No, really? And we're just talking about like taxes. I'm like, the other people may be boring shit, but we're just going back and forth with it, It's fucking wild.
Yeah, when you're good at something and someone else is just as good as it, and you're almost on the same level of expertise, and you can just pass stuff back and forth, you learn from each other. So it's nice. Yeah.
Especially with different fields. Like if it's just like, when you said it's just like, if you talk to say a photographer or something, he's still like, in low level photographer business, just trying to get gigs and stuff. It's just wild seeing one, the similarities, and then two, it's just like some differences. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, like my one friend does a massage. He's a massage therapist, and I'll go, hey man, like, do you do punch cards? Even though completely different businesses, like he can do a punch card.
Yeah.
Hey, you should do like 50% off your first massage. Do something like this is how you market yourself.
Yeah.
Do free massagers.
Yeah.
Build that clientele, and you have that clientele. When you do something free, you might keep 50%, and you might work your ass off, and you might not keep, But you took that risk, and then those people could stay, and people love free. Free, you can never go wrong with free. So, but there's so many basics that you can cross over. So all these people now that from school and stuff that are starting their businesses now, rather than like I started, almost 3 years ago, it's a big difference. And I have a lot more experience, but I'm at that level where I can help still. And I love helping. Like these guys reached out to me, they're regulars at my store, and they just started a pressure washing business. They're like, hey, how do I do an LLC? I'm like, oh, it's super simple. Let me show you. This is what you have to do. This and that. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, dude, pass out flyers to every house in your neighborhood with a free pressure washing, and pressure wash all their houses for free, because that's all labor. You're not paying for anything. So and you use water at their house. So most of the time, and they're not gonna have a problem if you're hooking their thing up to for a free pressure wash. So, and you build those clientele, you do a great job. I guarantee they'll call you back.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
And that's like one of those one of those things, and I did a video on that too, talking about the experience versus the knowledge. I think there's a lot of stuff like a doctor. I would want the doctor to have a degree to operate on me.
Yeah, of course.
But for business, you don't need that.
Yeah.
A lot of people who come out say, let's say now someone who went in, well, you start, what age were you when you started?
Just selling in general?
Yeah.
17.
17, okay.
Yeah.
So let's just say, and then when you had your first club, or at least co-owned the first club, what was?
It was 20.
20?
No, 19. Good, 19 going on 20.
Okay, so let's just say you started a year earlier. You started your experience the same time somebody did for school.
Yeah.
And then say now, some people aren't even out of school. Mm-hmm. So let's say a year from now, when everybody's out of school and you had experience, I guarantee you would be more set up for business than they would be.
100%.
Even though they have a degree.
Yeah.
And that's just, they want to go be an HR manager somewhere, 100% it's better for them to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But if they want to own a business...
But a business degree... business degree doesn't get you a business.
Yeah.
It gets you a career in a business.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Opening businesses and doing all that stuff, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Almost you either learn from somebody who's already doing it, or you just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I had a lot of mentors. I had a lot of people who were around me who already had done it or are doing it with me. So like I said, I had a partner.
Yeah.
So that was big. I mean, having someone, we were working through it together, and we already both had worked in a place that we were opening. So it was like, we know that stuff.
Yeah, like we know that.
That's easy. It's just the background stuff and the city and the codes and the permits and all that stuff. But
that's new.
I mean, Google.
Yeah, Google's
so powerful.
YouTube?
You can YouTube how to fix your car.
I swear. I bought a book for $20. I had
how to fix your car.
I bought a book for $20 and it tells you...
I'll tell you what, that's one thing I'm spiteful of, is older cars are so easy to fix compared to new cars. New cars have like covers on them, you can't even see your engine anymore. I can, luckily. My car is, it's a Hyundai, so it's not like it's crazy or anything. But it is the newer models, and they luckily didn't cover it. Yeah, they still have like, even to get to my headlight, it's like I had to take a cover off. I'm like, you should just pop out a screw, boom, like.
That's like with the mom and dad's car. They have the headlight thing goes out.
Yep.
To get a new one, the box, you have to take the whole light and cover something off. That's and you gotta get the fucking box
out. What is this thing?
So what is this? And it's a switch.
On my 98 or 99 Jeep Cherokee, I could just go, boop.
Yeah.
Boop. There we go. That's it.
Same thing with the vent. Like I had anything I have to do, unless it's like something super, like even the fucking gauge clusters.
Yeah.
It looks digital. Back then it's all LCD.
Yep.
I take the whole fucking thing off. I have to change out because it got sun faded.
Yeah.
You think I need a new screen, you need a computer. It goes, no, you take a razor blade, you scrape the fucking foam off, and you put the new fucking foam on. Say,
yeah, I did it myself.
I did it myself. The toughest thing with old cars is getting everything off.
Yeah.
It's just like changing the brakes. The only reason I didn't do it was because one, they were like the original fucking brakes.
Yeah. So
the rust of it is when you need the impact tools, this, that. And then two, the level of price, and that's why you like doing the research, it's $100 to change brakes.
Yeah.
I already bought all the shit for it. So either I spend $100, and somebody professionally with the warranty, this, that, does it, or I spend 6 hours doing it myself.
Yeah. There's a difference there, yeah.
You know,
but if something that takes 10 minutes and you're going to pay $50, don't do it.
I hate doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I said anything DIY related, like I had to do my headlight fucking switch.
Mm-hmm.
Took me an hour to do it.
Yeah.
You bring it somewhere, it's $300.
One of the most annoying businesses to me is car detailing. I love that it's a grind, and I love that people can do it for a living, but I will clean my own car.
Yeah.
Until the day I die.
Yeah.
I'm not paying somebody $120 to clean my car, and my car will never be dirty enough to where I need that, As long as you keep up with it, like just wipe it every once in a while, take it through the stupid $10 car washes. They're so cheap now. And just make sure you keep things clean. You're good.
A foam gun for $20.
Yeah, you can shoot. Yeah, it's so sick, isn't it? I'm like, this
20 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
The only time we would ever do it was with the Monty when I was spending money on everything. Mm-hmm. And the guy would come to the restaurant because everybody at the restaurant would do it, so we get a group rate for like $20 a person.
Yeah, and that's nothing.
Once a month, and that's the only time I ever needed to clean.
And he probably came and ate.
Yeah, he came. Yeah,
and he probably brought people to come and eat.
Local business.
There's a difference. There's a difference between that and just doing it to yourself. Like when you're business, I use only people that come into my shop for stuff.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah. Do the same thing with us. Yeah. Our electrician used to came in with the family. Mm-hmm. Our plumber. Anytime we had to do it, even here, the guy goes, "You know I make stromboli still, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I know I make stromboli." And he's just like, "Make me a stromboli," and that's it.
Yeah.
He's like, "I miss you guys stromboli."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Guy did probably even at the restaurant. The guy probably did what? $800 worth of fucking
so much stuff, yeah.
We gave him like 3-4 free dinners.
Yeah.
Like, no, call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's cool about those kind of positions too. I would never knock an electrician, never knock a plumber. Any of those guys, dude, they work hard and they earn their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to have any. There's no overhead, really. I mean, besides a few parts here and there for fixing stuff, there's no overhead.
License, that's all you got.
Yep. It's awesome business.
Yeah, for real. And it's tough too to do that. Like Dad was saying before, he's like everybody now gets pushed to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Back in his day, everybody was
trade.
Learn trade. You're never gonna be out of work with a trade.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you know,
For the
some
most
shit.
part.
Like Miss Rich would always be a big thing with. She goes, yeah, airplane technicians are in short supply.
Yep.
Well, they spend like fucking $10,000 on schooling, maybe 2 years. And I looked it up. You make like $70,000, all the way to $100,000.
Yeah.
Depending on like your level of skill.
Right.
Okay, I'll take a job doing fucking.
Fixing airplanes? That's
$40,000,
not horrible, yeah.
$40,000 a year, and then the second or third year I'm there making $80,000.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, why not?
I'll take that.
So, and that's, same thing with business. Like, I learned everything I learned from the business I didn't really do stuff with, the video game business, and then shipping on eBay. Now, anytime I do something, I learned.
Yep.
Oh, I saved $80 if I form my LLC because I learned it from last time.
Yep.
Anytime now I ship stuff on eBay, I go to a fucking shipping layout, which is a fucking pain. You have to ship something to India, it's a fucking pain in the ass. So you have to sit there, and I've now learned fucking shipping through shit. Just by, I did
then if you ever open a certain type of business that requires any type of shipping, you just know.
Yeah.
You'll know that stuff already.
I ship shit, I was just like, done.
It's like a tree.
Yeah.
That's all I always tell people. It's like a tree. You learn this, you learn this, you learn this, and it branches out, and you have a beautiful tree at the end of the day. You're going to learn all these skills, and you're going to create something that's awesome.
Yeah. And you know it, because it's like anything you learn new, like now I'm learning about Instagram ads and shit.
Yep.
Like,
that's a big thing for me.
Yeah. I gotta learn all that. Like I never.
Targeted marketing.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful thing in the world. Instagram ads.
Crazy.
It's like $10. You get 6,000 people. 6,000 people go like this, but 10% of those people stop. That's 600 people.
Yeah.
Easy. Snapchat's doing it now too.
Yeah.
Love it.
TikTok
I love it. TikTok just started. They're not as good as for local.
Yeah, they're a little tougher.
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
They're the key for local businesses. Yeah. But if you want just online stuff, TikTok is the way to go.
What content?
100%. Anything like, if you're a streamer or anything like that, if you're not on TikTok, you're making a huge mistake.
Yeah. Everybody now has to be a media company.
Yep.
That's basically what it does.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking insane. It's just like if you're not using it.
It's like throwing darts at a wall, and there's a tiny little target on the wall where one of your videos might blow up. But if that video blows up, man, you're in a great spot.
Yeah, that's it.
As long as you have consistent videos.
Yeah.
That's all you need. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful platform.
Oh yeah.
I'm not on it just because for me right now, there's no utilization for it. Yeah. If I got into anything like speaking, just podcasts, anything like that, all my stuff will be on TikTok.
I would say the only thing, because I remember thinking about it with some. It's tough to. I remember Gary Vee kind of talking about it a little bit. He said at the beginning, he's like, "Oh, just make content." He's like, "Make something you think is good."
You would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool, or just somewhat interesting related to your field.
Yeah.
He's like, and branch out with, like, say you sell T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use a T-shirt example. Say you sell T-shirts, make an article.
Yeah. 10
materials that'll keep you warm, cool in the summer.
Yeah.
Or 10 reasons why the color red is the new black.
Mm-hmm.
Something, and then it's related.
It's related to you.
Yeah.
But it draws eyes as well.
And it draws eyes, and the people who are interested, that's what he did with his wine business.
Mm-hmm.
Was he did, if you just graduated from Auckland, New Zealand, these are the wines you need to be drinking right now.
Yeah, so random.
Yeah.
But it's
and he'd take that, okay, that's my post for today, market it to kids in Auckland, New Zealand.
Yeah.
He said an 80% watch rate, and of that 80%, like another fucking 40% conversion. Yep. Because they're just like, dude, I'm a graduate from Auckland, New Zealand.
Yeah, it just piques your interest, dude. Yeah, it's like,
holy shit, I never heard of a fucking white, fucking Australian, this, that.
Literally makes no sense. I'm buying it. Yeah.
$10 online, the same people made it. Oh yeah, I'll buy it.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Duh.
It's tough. I think the only thing that you can't, because you can't ship or something, right? With your licensing for it.
It's tough. It's a weird thing. Like it's hard to, It's just not worth it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's like, that was like the one thing. And you're allowed to do Uber Eats and stuff though, right?
Mm-mm.
No. Wow. Really?
Yeah, no.
Fuck, that's dumb.
For now,
Yeah.
It's gonna change soon. I have a feeling.
That's good. I think especially with the way business is going, I think it has to.
In COVID. Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do local, like if we had our own delivery driver, but you can't afford that.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that.
We didn't do that either.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. $12,000 for a license and insurance.
It's ridiculous.
Fuck that. Now, what is something that you feel is your biggest professional mistake that you've made? Like something that you've done and you learned from it and you're like, okay.
Ooh. Gotta think on this one.
Right.
I would say initial cost, focus on how much you can save. You're so excited when you're building that you don't think about it really. You're just going and you're building and you're buying and you're buying and you're buying and you're buying and you're buying. I spent half of my second club that I did on my first club. And I think the second club looks better.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Just do what you can. You know? Yeah. And you can just have a vision too, like have an outline. My first one, we rushed it open, I think. The second one, I felt like I really focused in on what I wanted to be there. And it's a really dope spot. Like, people saw a video, they'd be like, yeah, this place is sick. Like, I can sit and hang out and do whatever, you know, and it's got study section.
If you want to take a video, but I can...
Yeah, I'll shoot it over to you. Yeah, it'd be nice. Because it's a really dope looking spot, so, yeah. And I like it. I take a lot of pride in it. And it's cool when you do that to have pride in your stuff. Like, I don't have as much pride in the first location as I do in the second. When I talk about it, I get excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store when I talk about it. And that's how it should be with your business.
Yeah.
You take pride in it. So really focus in because, I mean, once you build it, it's it for physical stuff. Even for digital stuff, I mean, digital footprint is real. Yeah. Post stuff that you're proud of because people can look back. And they will. I promise you they will. Look at how many people on Twitter are getting shit on right now from tweets they tweeted in 2013. Yeah. People will look. Make sure you post and you think before you do stuff. Yeah. That's just in general, though. I would say that's my biggest thing. I can't think of anything else. Right. Work with the right people. Be careful who you partner with.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think that's
if you do choose to partner with people, like, choose good people. I chose good people. You know, like choose the right people to work with. You choose the wrong person and you're stuck with them. You can't really do much about it.
That's unfortunate. That's kind of like
and protect yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Get lawyers. It's not personal.
Yeah.
Even if you're not married and you're in a relationship with someone and you want to start a business, if you're not married, get the right protections. Yeah. If you're married, it's a big difference. Our protections are already there. But if you're not married, get the right protections. I even told my business partners are married, so I told them, like, hey, get those protections. Who cares? I mean, you guys are both cool, and obviously you've been together for forever. So I'm not, like, worried about it, but who knows? Yeah, you never know. So, it's good.
Like, yeah. I definitely think that's, like, one of those things that I was, like, once I learned about it I was watching, like, some stuff, and I would never have thought to do it back then, but now, especially, I was like, if I ever get married, I would 100% do, like, a prenup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
You know, it's not
I'm sorry.
It's not anything personal about it. It's just, like, I am a human being who's capable of making mistakes. Yeah. You're also, presumably, I mean, unless we make alien contact, a human being who's capable of making mistakes. If we fully believe we love each other and want to get married, amazing. But right now, while I'm
if you really love me, you'll respect that I want to keep my own.
Yeah. As a single individual, and that's what they said, like, that's something I learned from Dave Ramsey, the big, like, you know, anti-dick guy and all that stuff. He's just like, the couples would say, me and my boyfriend, this, that. He's like, you gotta stop looking at it as you and your boyfriend. You're single individuals. Yeah. Until you put a ring on it, you're single.
Yep. Until the government's involved, you're a single individual.
He's like, so as far as that's concerned, me right now as a single individual is making a business deal with you as a single individual. Yep. But other than dying, marriage is the most important thing you can do. Yeah. Like fucking legally. Yep. So, if we are now conjoined, presumably forever, but unless that goes south, if that ever goes south, and I become a single individual and you become a single individual, I want both of us to be protected again. Yeah. This is not saying it will go south, but
it's almost like you care about them enough to protect them.
Yeah.
It's not even a male or female thing anymore. Back in the day, it was more like a male protecting his assets, female, because back in the day, the woman didn't have the opportunity to have. But now it's like, if my future wife, has $500K in her bank account and I have whatever in my bank account, I want her to keep her own too.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Because I might mess up. We never know. You never know how much what can happen.
Yeah.
God forbid, but like if something happens, we should both keep our shit.
Yeah.
I want to keep my shit.
Even still, there's like people like I've known people who were with their wife and then unfortunately there was a bad accident happened and their wife became permanently disabled. And they came and they were in a coma. Yeah. For I don't know if they came out of it or not. I think they actually had to pull the plug on her, unfortunately. And it was one of those things like, okay, I can't move forward. I can't do things because we're conjoined now legally. Yeah. There's a lot of red tape medically, legally, that I am now held back from doing stuff with my life. Or maybe now I need to go do something to better help her. Maybe I can help her medical fees by doing this new thing with my job. Doing this new thing. I'm not held back because so he had to get a divorce from her. He said, that he went and seen a couple lawyers and he didn't want to do it.
But he had to.
Essentially. And, for a couple of years,
which
he was ready to move on and do stuff because they said, they essentially. So, but he made that personal distinction and he said, I'm now ready to do that. One for me and then two for her. By doing that, she gets X, Y, Z and that's going to help her in the future, and her family. So, but if they, if it was like one was rich and the other one wasn't, or one had money, or say assets were conjoined and before, that would become a real fucking
convoluted.
issue. Yeah.
Very convoluted, yeah.
Who's going to speak then on her behalf? You don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know.
God forbid it's just, it's a wrong situation and two people fall in love.
We don't want to, we don't want to be married anymore.
Yeah.
Not like it's bad, that happens.
Yeah. Like, especially when the statistic is 50% of
people who get married get divorced,
It's just like, that's not something I look at, but it's also something I look at, you know what I'm saying? If I really love
you don't want to believe it, but you have to,
It's just like, if there's a, statistically, not saying in that relationship specifically, but there's statistically a 50% chance of it happening. If it does, I think it's best for both people to become protected.
100%.
If it never happens, it's like the best weapon.
Especially in this day and age, you have to.
The best weapon you have is the one you don't have to use.
Yep.
So, okay, you got a prenup? Good, let's never use that ever in our life. God forbid we have to, it's there.
It's like insurance.
Yeah.
You don't want to use your insurance.
Yeah.
But you have it.
Yeah, you have it in case you die.
You get in a car accident and you need your shit protected. That's how it is.
That's it,
Tornado takes your home. You don't want a tornado to take your home.
Yeah,
who would want a tornado to take their home? Unless your home is trash and you want your money back. Other than that, why would you want a tornado?
Yeah.
But you have protection for it. That's how it should be.
They said like lawyers and like, I think insurance, they said the things that people don't want to pay for that they don't want to have. It's just like, don't.
Lawyers are not cheap.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, civil ones. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Business lawyers.
Even getting a partnership agreement drawn up is expensive. It's $800.
Yeah.
Like that. Like woof. But it's good.
Yeah.
You need it.
Especially if it's a specific one. Like if you just needed me and so and so are doing something.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You could write it yourself almost.
Yeah. They have like, I think Staples still
outlines. Yeah.
But if it's just like, no, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah, probably best if I get this to
professionally touched to it. Yeah.
It's like your taxes. It's just like I can presumably do the taxes myself, but now my business is this, that. It's just like I keep my books, but it's going to be a pain in my ass to be like, what do I apply
I have
for?
a tax person.
What the fuck is? I pay $100 against.
Because if you pay your tax person $500 and they save you $2,200, right there, that's worth it to me. Because I would have probably not found all those.
Mm-hmm.
They know. They've been doing it. That goes back to experience. They know what I don't know, and I'm not going to take the time to learn out taxes. That's just not me. I'm not going to do that. So
that's like what a lot of the editing shit I had
outsourced.
That's why I had that's why I changed all this. Is I had all that nice, fucking fancy stuff, and I'm sure it would
look amazing. But
and I could sit there and I could really take the time to learn it. Maybe it would be good as this.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have what? What is this? 4 microphones.
Yeah.
And 3 cameras.
Yeah.
So I could
not that bad.
Yeah, I could sit there and I could learn how to use this microphone and this edit and this and that and source it in Audacity and do all this that.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it take so much time for something that arguably is not better than this?
No.
This takes now that I figured that out, it takes fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Probably sounds slightly better.
Yeah.
But that's something you want to do in the future when when viewership is high and you're starting to cross that bridge, or you got a really good guest coming on, someone famous or semi-famous. Right. You ran out of office space for The Rock. If The Rock was putting on your podcast, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have it. You would have it's a big difference. But and it's true. I mean, just your buddy coming on your podcast. That's a big difference. And it gives it a homely feel too. I feel like we're just talking. It's two friends talking. It's not like a podcast.
And that's what I like. It's also like that's one of the things I noticed about the other podcast I did way back when was it took forever to set up. It was a pain in the ass to run.
Yeah.
Very limiting. But the content was good.
Yeah.
But now it's just like I'm going to learn something. Like I'll go out of my way to learn Instagram ads because I know that's useful, and also it's exorbitant amount of money to pay something to do something versus me learning it.
Yeah.
This is just like I could either pay somebody to outsource it, which would be hundreds of dollars.
Expensive, yeah. Very
something
expensive.
That
isn't worth it. Yeah, right.
And then, or 2, it's going to be an extraordinarily large amount of time to learn it.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, which doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
I still need to have the video for it. I mean, that's it. I still got to do this stuff. Yeah. So I'm already doing this, and it's like one of those things like the give and the take. It's just like, okay.
When it gets to a point, then I will learn it if I have to. Exactly. But right now, I don't need to.
Yeah. Or I'll make the investment into it if I have to.
There was a big thing between streamers, like the top Twitch streamers right now, like XQC. Almost every famous streamer has a 2 PC setup.
Yeah.
Like one is their dedicated streaming PC who does all the streaming power. The second one is just for the games. XQC, one of the top streamers in the world, still only has 1 PC setup. And he has 1 little camera. And he barely has anything special. Yeah. And it's like, you don't always need that stuff. It's great to have, don't get me wrong, but you don't always need it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're just good at something, you don't need it, or you have the personality, or you bring the content. Wherever that content is brought, how it's brought, is fine. Like you can bring it however you want. I'll listen to some people speak through the muffled earpiece.
Yeah.
If they are saying something important.
Exactly.
Like if Gary Vee per se, I listen to him pretty often. If he just decided one day that he was just gonna sit like this in a room and start talking, I would probably still listen.
Oh, 100%.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's like when I did a little video on like how I do my YouTube recordings, and it's pretty basic. I was like, I have my phone.
Yeah.
Especially now, like technology, like this is. I remember I said earlier, Kanye did half his album from an iPhone.
Yeah, which is insane.
Which is fucking ridiculous. It's okay. I have $1 million.
One of the top. It's the top streamed album in the world right now.
Yeah.
In every country.
From the biggest fucking artist.
Yeah, one of the biggest artists ever.
And it's just like with that, and then okay, as long as the content's good.
Yeah.
You don't need anything fucking crazy. It does, This I like because I can do different views and this that.
Yeah, which is cool, but it's not super fancy.
But I wouldn't go out and I wouldn't buy anything. Like this is all shit I had.
You're right.
I'm not gonna spend $10,000 on a camera setup.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
It's not.
When I can get something arguably similar to. Now, if it's like the Joe Rogan podcast or something.
That makes sense.
But then he also has dedicated people to do that. He doesn't sit there and mix.
No, he doesn't edit.
Yeah.
I guarantee he doesn't.
Yeah.
Most YouTubers don't either. Yeah. It's just how it is.
I had somebody offer me like, oh, we'll do it for, and it was, pretty fair price to edit YouTube videos. I was like, but for what I'm making off of them,
I don't, yeah.
It doesn't make sense for me to sit there and then do that.
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If I had 10 people making YouTube videos and I was like a community channel type thing, and I sent them all in and I did a YouTube video or 2 a day, that makes sense.
Big difference,
I'll pay somebody to do $10, $15 a video, $100 a week, whatever it ends up being, and they record, or they cut sound.
That makes sense, though. Yeah.
But until then, you don't need it. Like you said, don't go out and on stuff you need to spend the money on. Don't be afraid to spend the money on it, but make sure it's like I could spend the money on. I have to spend money on it.
Yeah, like the pressure washing guys. I was like, buy the stuff you absolutely need. Flyers are so cheap. $100 can get you like 5,000 flyers now. Yeah. That's nothing.
That's insane.
Literally nothing. Get that stuff, and get 15 clients. Don't invest in anything new. They're like, we're gonna buy a truck. I'm like, don't buy a truck. You don't need a goddamn truck.
Do you already have something you can transport with? Yes.
They're like, one of my friends has a truck. I'm like, then he's the truck guy.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 of them, and I'm like, it's gonna be tough. So make sure I was like, make sure you get a partnership agreement.
Yeah.
Make sure you know who's getting money, who's getting what money, what percentage of the money is going where, and you guys are gonna have to make a lot to make money now. You have 4 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. You guys are all gonna be your employees, which is great. You're just gonna split the money. Yeah. Easy. But if you make $6,000 a month, that's nothing. It's $1,500 a piece.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
And
you're putting a lot of work in.
Yeah.
So that's why I would never do that kind of business with 4 people. It have to be 2 or 1. It would just be me or it would be one other person.
Yeah.
Because low income business, they're not low income businesses, but like low volume like that, you gotta really keep most of the money for yourself.
It's all time based too.
Mm-hmm. It takes time. It's something you can't skip.
Yeah.
Sales are easy because sales is just, I made a sale.
Yeah.
It's instant. Snap of a finger. The marketing is the hard part of sales. Getting people in the door to the sale. Sale itself is a 1-second window.
Yeah.
Everything else leading up to it is the hard part.
Yeah.
But once you get that funnel down, it's easy. Mm-hmm. With labor jobs, it's like you have to put the time in. There's no avoiding it.
You can't do it.
Unless you outsource it.
Yeah.
Which I would rather outsource than have 3 partners.
Yeah.
So.
100%.
But.
At that point, it's just like, oh, okay, you have to make sure there's somebody who's going to complement what you're doing too. Mm-hmm. Like if you have 2 people who want to do the exact same thing, okay, you're maybe really good at that exact same thing, but you're just going to cause an issue. Yep. And then, you're both really good at being practitioners and doing the pressure washing. Who the fuck's doing your finances?
Who's doing your marketing?
Yeah, who's doing your marketing? Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, who's doing,
is this guy going to work as hard as this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Does this guy deserve that percentage? Does this guy, and that will come up. It will 100% come up. That's why the partnership agreement is so important, because you can force them. If they don't do this, this, and this, unless some crazy circumstance happens, then you can get them out. Majority vote. Bye.
Yeah.
And it's legal. Yeah, you lose your business. That's it. Sorry. Yeah. So that's why they're important. Because if one guy just starts, you don't have a partnership agreement, one guy slacks off, where's my money? Where's my money? You can't turn him down. You didn't sign anything. He doesn't have to work. It can fail. Yeah. It's not on him. He doesn't care.
And especially when you have, and then it's like, you gotta have that kind of balance point. You understand, hey, listen, I got
these are our standards.
Yeah, this is what we got going on. You're especially then it's like Gary Vee was saying, he's just like, I am the CEO. I am the guy who does. Let me set this up. Let me set the marketing campaigns, and we run this, and then of course, his job becomes more and more executive level as they outsource to other people. But then his brother is, I'm the finance guy. I do this. I set this up. I talk to these people. I do that. And they both commingle with it. Like with him and his dad. His dad was the kind of head of wine library, and they did the wine stuff. And he's the one. I went out and I made a sale. I talked to the distributor. I did this. I did that. The dad could do that.
Yeah.
But they had their unique.
They have their skills. Yeah. You need that. Diversity and skill is important.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, that was everything. I went through all our questions. I think we had a very
that was productive. Yeah, I liked it.
That's cool. We had a good time.
I'm gonna watch it back and be like, what did I say?
Yeah, right. What did I say?
Did I say that right?
Excellent. So we hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
I like this video. I already liked it. It's not even out yet. Pre-liked.
2 likes. Pre-like.
This is gonna be on Netflix one day. Our documentary, the Joe and Johnny docu-series.
There you go.
It's not even gonna be Netflix anymore. It's gonna be like some weird new company.
Yeah,
took over.
We'll be like Blockbuster 2.
Blockbuster 2.
Blockbuster 2.
Dude, Blockbuster.
2. Watch. If you guys have any questions for Johnny, let me know. I'll try and answer
My
them.
Instagram will be commented by myself.
Yes.
And you can
want
DM.
to add your Instagram? We can.
Yeah, tag it at Johnny Vencill.
There you go.
Slide in.
Thanks. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Peace.
I'm failing.